Number rules the universe. Learn to be silent. Let your quiet mind listen and absorb. The highest goal of music is to connect one's soul to their divine nature, not entertainment. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. Indeed, he who sows the seed of murder and pain cannot reap joy and love. No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. No man is free who cannot command himself. In anger we should refrain both from speech and action. God built the universe on numbers. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. Concern should drive us into action and not into a depression. No man is free who cannot control himself. Silence is better than unmeaning words. It is better to be silent than to dispute with the ignorant. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. Learn silence. With the quiet serenity of a meditative mind, listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. Do not go to bed until you have gone over the day 3 times in your mind. What wrong did I do? What good did I accomplish? What did I forget to do? There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres. Number is the ruler of forms and ideas, and the cause of gods and demons. The wise man should be prepared for everything that does not lie within his control. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. If there be light, then there is darkness, if cold, heat, if height, depth, if solid, fluid, if hard, soft, if rough, smooth, if calm, tempest, if prosperity, adversity, if life, death. Number is the within of all things. Some are slaves of ambition or money, but others are interested in understanding life itself. These give themselves the name philosophers, and they value the contemplation and discovery of nature beyond all other pursuits. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. If you're asked, what is the silence? Respond, it is the first stone of the wisdom's temple. Each celestial body, in fact each and every atom, produces a particular sound on account of its movement, its rhythm or vibration. All these sounds and vibrations form a universal harmony in which each element, while having its own function and character, contributes to the whole. But respect yourself most of all. Educate the children, and it won't be necessary to punish the men. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. Geometry is knowledge of the eternally existent. Friendship is one soul in two bodies. None but God is wise. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. Time is the soul of this world. Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. A thought is an idea in transit. Lust weakens both body and mind. There is a good principle which created order, light, and man, and an evil principle which created chaos, darkness, and woman. The soul of man is divided into three parts: intelligence, reason, and passion. Intelligence and passion are possessed by other animals, but reason by man alone. As soon as you awake, in order lay the actions to be done the coming day. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. If you have a wounded heart, touch it as little as you would an injured eye. There are only two remedies for the suffering of the soul: hope and patience. Anger begins in folly and ends in repentance. Strength of mind rests in sobriety, for this keeps your reason unclouded by passion. Government exists only for the good of the governed. Hate and fear breed a poison in the blood, which, if continued, affects eyes, ears, nose, and the organs of digestion. Therefore, it is not wise to hear and remember the unkind things others might say about you. Do not talk a little on many subjects, but much on a few. Assist a man in raising a burden, but do not assist him in laying it down. Allow not sleep to close your eyes, before 3 times reflecting on your actions of the day. What deeds? Done well, what not, what left undone? Friends are his companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. None can be free who is a slave to, and ruled by, his passions. You should make great things, not promising great things. Remind yourself that all men assert that wisdom is the greatest good, but that there are few who strenuously seek out that greatest good. As soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. Declining from the public ways, walk in unfrequented paths. Above all things, respect yourself. Every man has been made by God in order to acquire knowledge and contemplate. Thought is an idea in transit, which when once released, never can be lured back, nor the spoken word recalled. Nor ever can the overt act be erased. Practice justice in word and deed, and do not get in the habit of acting thoughtlessly about anything. We ought so to behave to one another as to avoid making enemies of our friends, and at the same time to make friends of our enemies. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. It is difficult to walk at one and the same time many paths of life. A blow from your friend is better than a kiss from your enemy. Should one in boldness say, "Lo, I am God," besides the one eternal infinite, then let him from the throne he has usurped put forth his power and form another globe, such as we dwell in, saying, "This is mine." Nor only so, but in this new domain. Forever let him dwell. If this he can, then verily he is a God proclaimed.